Alright. Hello everyone, and welcome in to some more F1 Manager. We're here for the Canadian Grand Prix. And we progress further on our journey to try and get some points. It seems clear that we need to upgrade our DRS effectiveness somehow, because the fact that we're so far off the average isn't great. We're not that bad of a car in general, but just with the DRS, it's not good at all, which makes overtaking not good. But anyway, into Canada we go. I'm pretty
Formula
sure
1 has arrived here in Quebec.
Oh, it's gonna be a
We're
wet
excited.
weekend here in Canada. Heavy rain in the race. This is interesting. It's our first race with heavy rain involved, which we are yet to have so far this save. And as there's heavy rain, I think I'm gonna not use good engine parts. Normally I would in Canada, but I don't think I will anymore because the rain is literally like it's a toss of a coin what could happen. Literally, the race could go anyway. More often than not, it doesn't go well, so it's better just to not use your good parts in those races. Because even if you have a good engine in, there's no guarantee you can actually overtake in those conditions. So, we will try and save our good parts for another weekend. And this save, I think we will have to take an engine penalty for all of our parts. I don't even know what our cost cap is looking like, because I haven't even worked out how the cost cap works on this game, to be honest. The cost cap on this game is quite confusing.
Let's hope the teams took full advantage of practice. It's time for...
Last game it was a lot more simplified, where it was just like, here's your projection, don't spend outside that projection. I haven't even really looked at what our projection is currently. But anyway, in the quali we go, and we'll try and just use somewhat worn parts. Portier actually doesn't have a lot of great parts to use. Schumacher's parts are definitely in better nick, because Portier has had some crashes and stuff. And yeah, Schumacher's car is in better condition. But anyway, let's save before we go into this weekend. It's been a couple days since, it's almost a week since we last did some Bugatti F1, but we're still trying to fight for our first points. Maybe they'll come one day.
Fuck is green. Fuck is green.
Yeah, let's just send out our drivers just to get a run in, because it will go dry later on in this session. Will it? Will it? I think at the very end. It's kind of hard to tell. I think it does at the very end. It goes dry. Both at a 120. I like when you see your drivers have done similar times. It's a good indicator that you're somewhat even on pace. But say everyone does leave it till late, which they're not going to. It shows how to spin. Maybe if we leave it a bit to like... I can go now, maybe. We're still a good distance off. We can get an inter-run in before we get our final dry run in. Schumacher's a little close to Portier for my liking, but hey ho, what can you do? Our drivers are both going green, green, which is good to see. And we have improved, which is rare to see us up that high. But it will be going dry now, so our final run will be on the sauce. So if there's a red flag now, the fact that we did get that final run in, we should be okay.
Improving it all, it looks like to us
We just need to,
P3. Copy.
yeah, we just need to get our dry tires on before we do our final run. Because the track should be dry, I believe. Don't have a lot of dry tires for Schumacher, I don't know why that is, but... Are people exiting on the sauce? Currently, no. How quickly is the track drying is the question. Normally, whenever it gives us this kind of weather, it would dry pretty quickly. It's not really drying quickly. Let's preemptively put the inters back on again. You may have to do another inter run. Just to be safe. Still unsure what we're doing here.
Hello there.
Thank you for the follow on the Twitch. Wakark Hanger? That's such a tongue twister right there. But anyway. Yeah, I think our final run here will be on the inters. How are you doing? I'm doing good. How are you yourself? How do I even say your name? Wakark. It is looking a bit more sunny, but I don't know. But our drivers should get their laps started, but as you can see, it's only now getting vaguely to the crossover. We will have DRS on this lap, but there's no real guarantee that the softs would have been quicker. I wonder how we're doing through these sectors at the moment. The DRS is still not enabled, even though it's like right on the cusp. I am from Ireland. Where are you from yourself? It's just constantly in that perpetual DRS not enabled stage at the moment. We're safe, but I just kind of want to see what we can do. As long as our drivers don't bin it, we're happy. But Verstappen and Hamilton and Norris, chat. This may be the race. I have said multiple times the best position we can finish is 13th. And Norris, Verstappen and Hamilton are all out in Q1. It could actually happen. There's three drivers out of the top 12 are out. We could actually pull it off. P10 is on the cards. Lads, if we can get into Q3 and finesse our way into Q3, stuff could happen because there's three of the main quick drivers are starting at the back. Can we cook? Can we cook? I'm not sure. What do our drivers do, most importantly? Porchere's 9 tenths off pole, Mick is 8 tenths off pole, and that's Piastri, who's he's not that farther ahead of us. Lads, if we get points here, you know, just know I'll be very happy. We have to save that shit. Make sure that's locked in. Max, Hamilton, and Norris all out in Q1. This may be biblical scenes right here. Alright, what's the weather doing now? It is enter the whole way, so I think we just gotta go. We just gotta go, because it's like the driest it'll be.
Okay, should be green.
But it's so like really difficult to see. But it is enter the whole way, we know that. And I think maybe if we get this first run... Oh no! Is he in the way? I can't tell if that Ferrari was in the way or not. Definitely in the way, yeah. Definitely in the way. Of course we go out for an early run and the Ferrari thinks, it's perfect time, lads. It's perfect time to just absolutely block. Absolutely block. Let's try this again. We have to leave it like a little bit, I guess.
Okay, green light, green light.
Because we need to make sure that the Ferrari gets round turn 1. And 2 and 3 and out of our way. Because there is places he can let you through. I think if we wait to like 30 seconds in, we should be okay. Hopefully. Piastri's on his out lap. That's not really a great sign. Well, Porcher will be the first out on a lap, but Schumacher is going to be held here by everyone. Welcome in, Scott Chapman. How are you getting on? You're completing a stream pack project. What's that? What is that?
Yep, loud and clear.
Stream pack project? I don't even know what that is. But anyway. Stream is going okay. I just started the stream itself, so... Not too much has happened. Currently we have 3 drivers. Do you reload quali less than F1M 23? Yes, Scott. Qualifying has gotten slightly better, but it's still a bit shit at times. It is better, but I would rather they just completely fix qualifying and just be like, maybe we'll add some drama in the future whenever we actually know how to do it. But it is a lot better. I would say at least twice weekly. I wanna stream more myself with Kark. Because I feel I don't stream enough. I'll turn on my bloody. Because this is boiling in here all of a sudden. Once I start streaming, it's just
Charge off mode push.
absolutely boiling. But yeah, I do want to start streaming more. It's just I'd be busy and life. But I would stream daily if I had time all the time. Currently, I'm trying to work towards creating time to stream daily. But life does get in the way sometimes. But anyway, Porcher purple in the first. We'll see how that gets blocked. Yeah, Piastri probably already taking the first sector. Yeah, Scott, I've got a new camera. So it follows me. A great investment, if you ask me. Or chair purple. It's so great seeing one of our drivers go purple, even if it's for a moment. But really interested to see where we can land, because if we do the good on this first lap, if the rain picks up, which I don't even really know what the rain's doing. Oh, and there's a Red Bull being blocked by a Haas. That's good. Oh my god, I would love a cameraman. A cameraman make things easier, but you know, don't need a cameraman when we've got this lovely camera. Porcher crosses the line, does a 1:18. Not a bad lap. There's a Red Bull trying to overtake a Haas on the lap there. We're currently being massively beaten by the other teams. Come on, Mick. Perez somehow goes half a second quicker despite overtaking a Haas. Someone explain that for me. There's 2 Ferraris that can still knock down Porcher, but if Porcher can beat everyone else, it could be on the cards. Leclerc was quicker. Come on. We need... Sainz will probably beat us, but as long as no one else does, we maybe actually get both cars through to Q3. Oh, that was Stroll. Okay, it's over. Sainz is definitely going to beat us. Okay. We may get Mick through to Q3, but I reckon Sainz... He's going to knock Porcher out. So somehow Porcher needs to improve by 2/10 and knock out Alonso. If we get both drivers into Q3, that'll be historic for Bugatti F1. It's mostly F1 Wakar King, or Wakar, I don't know why I keep saying that. But Sainz crosses the line, goes quickest, yeah. So Porcher may be out of the session. But at least Mick might be through. Yeah, F1 24, F1 Manager 24, and kind of whatever else. I do want to start streaming some story games. Mick's been very good. Mick has been the closest to us getting points, Scott. Why is that doing that? Mick is, I feel like if we do get points, it'll be Mick that gets them, not Porcher. But we only have Mick for a year, and currently it says that he does not want to re-sign with us, which is a little scary. But anyway, I think it's doing the glitch where it will not let us send the driver out. And I know why it is doing that, is because you need to set up run plan. Does that change it? I know we can send them out. You just have to change the run plan, then it does that. But I'm happy with how we've done on our first run. Maybe we can improve. I mean, we may as well just go out again because it seems like the rain is just going to stay at the same level. So we may as well just do as many laps as possible to see if we can get through. We may have to use a new set for Porcher on his next run. We may be giving a tow to Piastri with Mick here. But Piastri's up there anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Can either driver improve? Let's see here. Come on. We need Porcher to try and jump Alonso. And Porcher does have a green first. Come on, Porcher. Keep up that rhythm. A green first. And if he can get... I was going to say if he can get a green second. There's a driver locked up. He didn't lock up, though.
Yeah, I did a small mistake there.
Oh, Porcher's actually ahead of Schumacher, so he did. We were on board with Schumacher.
All right so far.
Porcher had a green first sector. And he goes deep.
Unable to control the car by that point.
At least he rejoined ahead of Mick, but I reckon we're not improving here with him going that deep. But he may give Schumacher a lovely tow. And this may help Schumacher get through. Is he giving a tow? Despite Schumacher going yellow, this tow may help him improve. Let's see. Let's look at the deltas. Schumacher did improve. He did improve. He did improve. Let's have a look here at the lap history there. Schumacher improves by almost a 10th. With Porcher giving him that lovely tow that was not intentional, but it worked.
Okay, press in button, and we'll box now.
We will take that, and then there's no data apparently to help us for the rest of the session. That's strange. Normally that only happens if there's like a red flag, but we're gonna have to use a fresh set for Porcher And then maybe a used set for Schumacher, because Schumacher, I think, might be through, whereas Pourchaire needs to try and push to get through. Don't really know what the rain is doing, to be honest. Because it says no data, which is weird. Maybe that's the thing, if our facility's poor enough that it just, the data disappears. Now, Alonso could break our hearts. Right, so Alonso could put Mick down a position, but I'm like, if anyone else puts us down a position, I'm going to be really heartbroken, because there's no one else here that should be beating us. Really, there's no one else that should beat us. And the track has got 0.2 more damp, so... Although, to be fair to the Haas has been quick. The Haas there did have their lap kind of screwed up by Perez, who still went so much quicker, which makes no sense, to be honest. But I think this time we'll send Schumacher out first, so hopefully Pourchaire can get a good tow. Pourchaire will have the tow off the Alpine, or it might be the Ferrari. The Haas? It is the Ferrari. And thank God I don't think he's giving a tow to Stroll here.
Try to get
Is
some
he?
brake temp before you start the lap.
I hope not.
Probably.
Yeah, I feel like we've got a big enough gap to Stroll. But again, Stroll could be a driver we could pit. If Mick could improve and knock Stroll down, it could be one of the drivers we need. Welcome into the stream, or hope you're doing okay. But for this run, we're going to go following Mick initially. Hi Nona, welcome into the stream as well.
Charge off, no push.
We're here in Canada. And I don't think we're going to improve. The track is just a bit wetter than it was before. It's 0.25 millimeters wetter, so I don't think either driver's going to improve here. Which is okay, because we just need Mick to get through and we'll be sweet. But if Pourchaire could get through as well, that'd be great. Currently Mick's got a yellow sector. What's Pourchaire doing? Pourchaire also yellow sector. Yeah, the track does not seem to be improving, to be honest. It's now at 53. Whenever we set our best lap, I'm pretty sure it was like a 24. 1.24. Yellow. Schumacher didn't improve. Pourchaire, I doubt, is going to improve. But this has definitely been our best qualifying. A driver in Q3 and Pourchaire P11. The best we have done is a driver getting into Q3, which we now have replicated. But we've never had a driver that's up in P11 as well. I think we may have to save some inters for the race. So we're going to have to use, I think, maybe 2 used inters, and then our final run will be the fresh inters. And this is really the best we can do, I think, is like P8, and that's at a stretch. The track will dry, so we actually can save our inters. We may as well just go out and use them now. Just to get a lap in case there's like a red flag or something. But the track will dry, and we will be able to use our softs, which I don't think we will be able to use during the weekend because...
Press in button, and we will box now.
Piastri and Tsunoda went very slow. It did say the track was going to be extreme wet, so it may be wet the whole race, so we may not get a chance to use the sauce. that button. It is getting progressively drier and drier, and we're gonna leave it as late as possible, and let's hope the AI does something stupid like put everyone out now when the track is still wet. Come on, AI, do something stupid for once. We are banking on you. Put everyone out on the inters, because it's definitely gonna go dry, but does the AI know that? I mean, of course the AI knows that, but that is what we're banking on. Can we get the AI to do something stupid? Because the lap will definitely be dry, for sure. Or using the inter emote in the chat saying, let's get them on inters. I kind of, honestly, if I could bet between that or a red flag, I would like a red flag more because Piastri and Tsunoda, they have qualified behind us, so P8 and P11 would be our best qualifying by a mile. Why is it doing that? I don't know what's doing that. But yeah, let's do this. All right. Was that someone leaving? Oh my god! 2 drivers did go out on the inters. Oh my god! It could actually happen. It could actually happen. It could actually happen. It could actually happen. Ricciardo went on the softs, but there was 2 drivers left there that were on the inters. Track is now dry. We need to leave this like as late as possible. Let us save, because we could actually qualify really well here. Come on, lads, come on. Come on! We're currently P8 with Mick, but we don't really know how high we can go. Because we're banking on conditions going our way, which currently they are. But will it dry quick enough? Is the question. And will we leave it late enough? Is also the question. I'm gonna do... No. I don't want to leave it too late. Thank you for the follow, Sam Christie. Welcome into the stream. There's loads of drivers who've not come out of the box. So... hold your horses, chat. There are drivers who've not come out of the box yet. What is going on?
Just watch him behind. Okay, just get a little brake temp. Copy.
Although we may have to get a bit of a move on this outlap. Track position's not great. I think our track position's stupendous, lad. Welcome in EM into the stream. We have 1 minute left of the session. And it's currently going dry and there's 4 cars on track.
Copy.
I like don't want to interrupt Schumacher's tire warm up, but he has to get a move on. Come on, lad. Yeah, I think he has to go now. Yeah, you need to get going.
We'll go to high fuel now. Copy.
Right, chat. We
Okay, mode push.
only us and Ricciardo were out on the softs. Oh, and maybe Tsunoda. Tsunoda was also out in the softs. We have got a start to our lap, chat. For those of you watching, we've only had a 1 Q1 appearance. Ricciardo may go quickest, but the track's still drying. We've got a V-carb on pole. Ricciardo goes P2. Russell is out on the inters. Don't know if he's finished his lap. Schumacher's got a purple first. I don't believe it. Schumacher, I swear to God, I don't believe it. Get out of her way, V-Carb. Absolutely get out of her way. Do not be in her way. I don't believe it. Come on, Schumacher. Purple first. Come on, Mick. Green middle. Not amazing, not amazing, not amazing. But this is going to be big. This is going to be big. Get out of her way, Russell. Or whoever that is. Out of her way. Come on, Mick. Come on, Mick. Our best qualifying in this entire season is P10. And we did that once. What can Mick do as he rounds the final chicane? DRS deployed. Come on, Mick. Where's he going to go? Oh, it's P2! It's P2! It's P2! It's fucking P2! We haven't scored points in our P2! How are we P2? Also, Hamilton, Verstappen and Norris are all down at the back. We're P2 after our best qualifying being P10! Chat. We've never scored points. If we don't score points now, I don't want to jinx it. I don't want to jinx it. I don't want to jinx it. Let us save this into existence. Save that shit. Absolutely, EM and Scott. Absolutely. What is this weather doing? Well, whatever they're saying is wrong. I am thinking we stretch. Lay hards. And then the Inter. Much later on. I do think they're right on. Oh, Jimmy. Jimmy, you've joined at an insane time, but thank you for the raid. Thank you for the raid. Welcome into the stream, and welcome everyone watching from TAR, I assume. Thank you for the follow, EM. Wow, thank you for the follow, Archangel, over on the Twitch. But Jamie, our best qualifying of all time was P10, and in a chaotic Canadian qualifying session, we are P11 and P2 with Mick Schumacher in Bugatti. Oh, well, thank you for the follow, Harry. Welcome into the stream. What were you doing, Jimmy? What were you streaming? But wow. I'm trying to look at what the weather's saying. It's like wet, then Inter, then wet, but I think it's probably safer to stay on the wet during this stint. I read that Rose is Michael Schumacher F1. That's just the only way I can read that. Do you not look at the track graph to see what levels? Well, I look at this. That's what I look at. Is there something else people look at? I don't really... Maybe that's why I'm so bad in the wet. It's because that's what I do not look at that. Right, chat. I'm actually terrified because we've never been this high and I don't know what to do. I actually don't know what to do.
Hello there.
Thank you for the follow, Kirkley and FS George. Welcome into the stream. You've all joined it at a crazy time. We're gonna start the race and see what happens here in Canada. Can we finally get points? We haven't got points. Yet we're P2. I swear to God, if this goes wrong, I'm gonna cry on stream. Come on, lads. Sonoda's on pole, chat, in a V-Carb, followed by Mick in P2 in a Bugatti, followed by Ricciardo, also in a V-Carb. Hamilton, Verstappen, and Norris all out in Q1.
Just what will happen here today?
Welcome in, Zach. Also known as Kirkley from TikTok. Alright, we're on the hards, Sonoda's on the mediums. It seems everyone around us might be on the mediums.
And away we go.
Austin Ricciardo on the hards, Porcher battling. Schumacher is battling for the lead! Mick's battling for the lead! Bugatti F1 having a nosebleed up here! Schumacher around the outside, or bleeding Porcher around the outside of Piastri! What's happened? There's been a crash! Who's crashed?
Lots of crashes.
Who's crashed? It's Gasly and a Haas. They're behind us, which is good because they need to hold up Verstappen, Norris. And he has! He stopped in turn 1! Good on you, Gasly! He needs to hold up Verstappen, Norris and Hamilton! Absolutely park the bus, lad! Absolutely park it! I am gonna lose my voice by the end of the stream, I already know it. Thank you for the follow, Matty Stallard. Welcome into the stream.
Okay, clean up now.
This has been a great race to join. Because, oh my god, it's going mental. Poor chairs on the rear of Alonso. We do not need ERS Battle Assist ever. Removed from the game, please. I want to fight. I'm gonna go medium over there because we're way too close and Ricardo's far off us now. Look how far Ricardo's off us. Where's Porcher now? Porcher? Where did Alonso? What? Oh, Alonso got Sainz. What the hell?
DRS enabled.
Come on, use the battery, Porcher. Oh no, yeah, she's got him. That's not good.
Ahead of you, you have Tsunoda.
Oh, Sonoda's disappearing already. What the fuck?
Mag 0.7. Leclerc.
Come on, Porcher. You got this. Use all your talent. Use all your talent. Come on, Schumacher. Absolutely dump the battery. I don't know how you were right up the gearbox of Tsunoda and now you're 1.4 behind. Don't know how that's happened. Yeah, if we can just stay with the McLaren because the McLaren's got way more pace than us. Meanwhile, yeah, we need to concede. Absolutely concede the corner to the Ferrari. Give up, Schumacher. Because he will give us the tow.
Okay, back off.
Back off, back off, back off. What are you doing? He's just not backed off. What he's doing? Mech, we've got to have words. What are you doing? Mech has decided he's gonna let Leclerc up the inside, give him DRS.
Try and close the gap.
Mech, that was just heroically bad. We've got to use our battery then, just to stay with.
We will totally catch them up, okay?
Yeah, Mech's just got to dump the battery to try and stay with the Ferrari here.
Copy.
And Porcher, again, dumping the battery to try and stay with the McLaren. This is just the pace differential we have. We're so far off these cars. Oh my god, Leclerc's already gone. It's not looking good, bro. It's not looking good, bro. Yeah. Mech, you may need to go neutral because Ricciardo's right there. Oh, wait. Leclerc somehow already got Tsunoda. That makes no sense. How quick is that Ferrari? But we're almost in the DRS of Tsunoda, which will certainly help us if we can stay with Tsunoda. Jesus, we're having to manage every single corner here. That is how much we're struggling. Porcher already out of the DRS from Piastri by a mile. We do have the DRS off Tsunoda. Let's go.
Add lift and coast in turn 1. Try to do some lift and coast
Yeah.
and then focus
Jesus,
on apex
this is struggle city. Porcher can't even pull a gap to Ricciardo and Hulkenberg, who are battling behind.
Copy.
Okay, charge on.
There's no way Tsunoda has DRS, he's just dumping battery, right? Yeah.
Keep the head down. Sergeant behind you.
If you don't need it, no lift and
Come on,
coast.
Porcher, you need to stay with the half.
No more lift off required.
Welcome in, Ethan. We're having an absolute nosebleed where we are right now. Absolute nosebleed. Porcher, how are you losing out to Sargent, mate? How have you dropped so much back from Hulkenberg? Don't know what's going on, mate. Qualifying was absolutely insane.
Okay, good job.
Why is Ricciardo there?
Currently P12.
Mate,
On
Mick,
next one is
what are you
Hülkenberg.
doing? What is Mick doing, like?
9.
Yep, go for it.
And he's letting Russell through. What the fuck is he doing?
A bit more lift and coast, please.
I'm so baffled. Absolutely baffled what our driver's doing here. Verstappen's right there. We are cooked. Russell's just going to get us here. Even though we have the DRS. Perez is right there. Sargent's going to get us so easily. Perez and Russell are fighting over who gets Schumacher first. It's going to be Perez. We need Porcher to stay with Sargent if we can.
Keep the head down on way to
But
the
Jesus,
Sunday car,
Porcher's been struggling.
okay? Max coming now. Let's try to get him.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. Mick, just you hold on to Perez if you can.
Charge on. Copy.
Verstappen's right there, but as long as we hold on to the rear of Sargent, should not need to worry. Mick, just hold on to the rear of Perez. Dear God, please. Why is everyone so much quicker than us? So basically, in qualifying, the top three, Ethan, was Tsunoda, Schumacher, and Ricciardo because absolute chaos in qualifying. But currently, you can see how bad our car is. We have nothing. We have absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. It's over.
Cool,
It is
rear
over.
left
It
if
is
you
over.
can at all.
5 laps in, and I can already see the writing on the wall. Can you see
We'll have to
the
do
writing
deploy. Where you got?
writing on the wall? You're in a
Drop
way
down the
to
plates
be
now.
okay. Mick, did you brake on the straight? What happened there?
It's okay. Russell behind.
Oh my lord. What's happened now? Right. I see you. That's Hulkenberg
Front looking on
trying
Megan
to
Lestier.
crash into us. Where did our DRS go? Hold on. Wrong button. Where did our DRS go? I mean, thank you for blocking Verstappen again, but we had DRS on the Williams.
Okay for charge off. Okay for charge off.
Mick is already
Let's just keep the
almost
pressure on.
looking... Oh, well, actually, Sargent needs to overtake Mick at this point, or Verstappen or someone.
Just do the best you can.
So as long as we
Car
can
behind
form
is
a
strong.
barrier to Verstappen and waste all of his time, maybe. But it's a very...
No more.
Why is he on that? I don't know. Lovely, lovely run there, Schumacher.
So we just need to go charge on more.
All right.
Lift and coast, please.
Absolutely back off.
We have to protect those tires.
Got a harvester battery will
Oh, we
also
get lift up.
keeping Verstappen behind if we can. Which may be tough to do. And when I say maybe, it will be tough to do. And we're trying to harvest while Alonso's trying to go past us. This isn't great at all. Do not let Verstappen stand on you, thank God. Oh, Mick's still ahead of Alonso somehow. What's the yellow flag out for now? Lock on, lock up doesn't really affect our race at all.
Need to drop the pace.
I think Alonso is the DRS there, so we need to absolutely dump it so that Stroll doesn't get us here. Which I think he might do.
TFK one of
Yeah, Alonso's got the DRS. Come on, Schumacher.
Let's just get into a rhythm. Car behind now is Stroll.
Fuck's
Okay,
sake,
keep it clean.
Schumacher.
Focus on the pace. Hülkenberg behind. Hülkenberg 2.3 behind.
Yep. RB's on the podium is a bit
Okay, you got this.
unforeseen. Verstappen's got us. That's not great. We kind of wanted to hold him up, but looks like that's not on the menu
Charge on.
at all.
Okay, charge on, charge on.
Hello there.
Let's add the lift and coast back in.
Or why did it say you followed me? Have you unfollowed me? Is my content not good enough? Heartbreaking, heartbreaking. Right, Mick, back into neutral. Back on heavy pushing.
Charge off.
You can do charge off. Let's try to take opportunity.
God, we're so screwed. We don't have the pace to even keep with them through one sector, like. Right. Absolutely back off so that you get a good run down the next straight. Yep, just let him through.
Let's see if you can find any time. Maybe get this race back to us somehow. So that's Verstappen behind.
There's nothing Verstappen at this point. After starting from P2 on lap 8, it's looking ropey. Meanwhile, the V car, as you can see, is a much quicker car because they're just 4th and 5th. Meanwhile, we are already just in the bin.
So it'll be charge
Our
off.
car just isn't good enough.
Okay, Mick, let's just put our head down.
Because Verstappen's going to get us already on lap 9. We had so much hope, but... Oh, and there is Norris now, so even more quick drivers to join the party.
Charge off.
Do not let Norris through here, please. Yeah, please.
Let's try to clear him as quick as we can. We need a little bit more lift off if you can, please. We need a little bit more.
Yeah, it's gone. Solid gone. We need that at this point, Ethan. We need two of the quick runners to crash into each other. Like, Tsunoda and Perez, if we could crash into each other, like right now, that'd be great. Crash, 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 crash. Because Hamilton's still stuck in P19, so as long as two quick drivers go out, we could still make it. Come on, crash, 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 crash.
That's okay.
They don't crash enough, hey. They don't just crash enough. Please don't us crash, because then I'll start crying. Yeah.
Okay, good job. Next car is Max.
Next car is Max, Super Max, Super, Max, Super Max.
Lift and coast is good.
For some reason, we... Oh wait, never mind. Right,
You can close up the
Max
gap.
has got us, but if we can use his DRS for a little bit.
Boat push, boat push.
We can still do it.
There. I gotta say, do not
So we
dare
just have to
send it from
get
there.
right down. No, he's directly behind you.
I think Schumacher should have DRS on Verstappen here. Not positive on that, but
We need a
he
little
should.
bit more lift off, please.
this made me
more
think
lifting
back when the
coast,
car caught on
please.
fire in the game. Yeah. We kind of need a car to catch on fire. Schumacher's not got... He's not got the DRS, obviously, because why would he? Why would he have DRS? Is another question. I'm hoping we can do it. Yellow flag, please be one of the front runners. It never is. It simply never is. It's Ocon again. Who cares? Who really cares?
We focus on the cars ahead now.
Unfortunately, you cannot let Sargent
Can
go.
press overtake where possible to discharge the battery a little bit. We do need a little bit of liftoff for the fuel.
Where is Mick now? Mick is actually dropping back to Sargent. Don't know how that's happening. I mean, my hope now is that our tyre strategy pays out for us. If we can use our tyres and say all the drivers around us still at the box, which only Ricciardo was on the hards and then the runners at the back. So maybe the mediums will not go long enough. Maybe that's what we can use.
Okay, head down. We keep focusing.
Come on, Porcher, you cannot let Norris through, no matter what. This is unbelievable, Porcher, what you're doing. This is just biblically bad. You're adding another driver into the fray instead of sending it in front of Sargent.
Let's try to see what we can do.
Please send it, Porcher. You kind of have to. We need to waste this time. And you're not doing that.
Don't worry. Hülkenberg behind.
Quite disappointing this race has been. We've gone from P2 and P11 to P11 and P14 on lap 12. On lap 12. You know what? Actually, there may be a way back through again because Norris will not have DRS. He will not have DRS. So there is some hope here. If we can... Come on, Porcher, get past Sargent. If you can at least push Sargent to get past them, or... can both get past them. We're gonna go send it from the outside. Risky place to do it. Can we get the run down the main straight? Meanwhile, Mick's recharging his battery.
Good job. Norris in front of you.
We don't really need to pass Norris on this occasion, just need to stay with him, keep pressure on him, and if we can pass him on the next straight we can really hold him up. As long as we stay with him is the main thing. Norris, what tires he's on? He's on sauce.
Sargent DRS now.
I'm not even that worried maybe about Norris because he still needs the box. What's Verstappen doing? He's also on the sauce, but Verstappen was Verstappen as well. So there is that. And Norris has somehow almost already caught us with Schumacher. How is that conceivable?
And okay to push, okay to push.
Norris didn't even have DRS, that was just pure raw pace. That is terrifying. That is absolutely terrifying how quick they are. Just what can we do about that? What can we actually do about that? Well, at least now our drivers are together. How does that happen, chat, where our drivers are P2 and P11, but just on pace they always come together? No matter where they qualify. They just always come together.
try and get the temps down. Copy. And lifting coast to turn 1.
Need to just let Norris through this DRS zone and then get after him through the next.
Let's catch the guys ahead. We'll go to high fuel now. We'll just see what we can do.
Okay, charge on.
Alright, let's hope and see
Keep up a
what
bit
this
of lift
does.
off for fuel, please.
Hopefully we can get both a good recharge while still staying vaguely with Norris. I don't think we're going to stay with Norris, but if we can at least, you know, harvest the battery for a little bit. Keep an eye on Sarge so he doesn't go for any silly moves.
Hülkenberg boxing.
Hülkenberg is in. Hülkenberg is in. Now, the fact that we're doing basically a one-stop to the rain is pretty good. I think Schumacher now has to push, and I think we both need to do it if we want to stay with the McLarens. God.
Charge off.
I was so hyped going into this, and now we're fighting for our lives for P11 with a guy who is going to box anyway. Norris will box at some point.
Mode push.
And then both their drivers' confidences are very low because they've lost positions to everyone and their nan as well.
Copy, copy.
Right. We're inside the DRS, we can neutral again. Pretty sure. The issue right now, the main issue, is realistically, Sergeant.
Do some lifting coast.
We need him to disappear. But you never know, chat. One stop may be the way to go. I wonder is it going to do something where it's like enter then wet. I feel like it will be enter then wet.
Understood.
Understood.
Just try and close the gap to Norris.
Close the gap. Close the gap. What is Portier's aggression on? Oh yeah, he needs to be on low. Yeah, that's an issue. That is an issue. That is an issue.
Let's try to get him.
Come on, Mick. Come on, Mick. Do it for Germany. Do it for Germany.
Mode push.
I don't think Mick is doing it for Germany. Yeah. Shiz is not happening. Well, we're now in that stage of the race where it's just kind of We're just kind of here now. We're just kind of hoping Sargent goes away. Hamilton's now here. That's great. I had kind of forgot about Hamilton for a little bit there, but now he is here. The only thing that can save us now is the pit stops to go our way. We need perfect pit stops to go our way, basically. But Schumacher, who started P2, is now being overtaken by his teammate. And will also lose out to Sargent because he's just that good. Wow.
Sargent has DRS. We'll catch these guys. Let's catch them.
Take it easy.
Copy, copy.
Charge off.
And there's Hamilton there right on the gearbox of the Williams. Meanwhile, we're still trying to make it to the rain, but we're not even halfway there yet. Like, we're probably halfway to the rain, and it may be inter, then wet, then enters, but we kind of hope it's just wet, but who knows if that'll happen. And also, we're kind of hoping for at least 2 of the top 10 or 11 here to crash, because if Hamilton will, he will get us inevitably.
Sergeant 0.7 DRS.
Well, at least Pourchaire did better than what Schumacher did. Pourchaire actually held on to the bloody position. But yep, this has gone from very exciting to now very monotonous. We'll try and regain our ERS while we're here. See if that does anything. Because if we leave our actual lunge to turn 1, it'll be easier to stay with. And we can regain some ERS while we do it, hopefully. And Hamilton's gotten Sergeant, which is really not good news. Although again, Hamilton may need a pit. That's our only hope, really. What is that sand? Where did he send it from? Why have you backed out, you fucking bitch?
Okay, head down.
Where did he send it from?
Sergeant bien.
That is ridiculous, like! No driver would leave space there! He sent it from fucking Narnia! And the game's like, actually, I have to back out here. Even though he's 30 years behind us. Every other driver on the planet would just turn into the corner and be absolutely annihilated by that kamikaze dive.
To charge on.
Lift off for the fuel.
Let's just put our head down.
I agree, Schumacher.
going.
Bleep. Well, chat, we're back to basically where we would have been regardless of qualifying, P13 and 14. This is just our pace of P13 and 14. 21 laps in, P13 and 14. The game is just so unbalanced. I think I will have to mod it next time. Because even though we're P2, literally 20 laps in, back to P13 and 14.
Charge on.
Okay, make charge off. Let's catch him. We just need to manage a bit more. You're P13.
Yeah, we're aware. Ganon, that's kind of our thing.
Gap ahead.
Our thing is just
9.
being P13
Mag 0.7.
forever. Does Mick have DRS? No. Mick does not have DRS. Let's try and push with Mick just to see can he get up to the mark. The rain is now on its way, so I think we've got to use these tires anyway. Don't know how some Donnies are stretching the softs this far. Don't know how that's happened. But anyway,
In 2 or 3
regardless,
minutes, we'll probably have light drizzle.
regardless, just absolutely nothing.
Ciao, John.
This has been such a heartbreaking race. At least we have a big gap to P16, although Hulkenberg is doing his second stop, but how every other driver made the tire stretch, I do not know. Albon has a fault. I mean, we need a crash up here, and it needs to be 3 drivers now that Hamilton's there.
Starting to have a little bit of rain.
Yeah.
Copy that.
And it comes at the perfect time because all these drivers now, their tires are starting to get to the end of their stints and they've timed it perfectly. Meanwhile, how long is it going to be before it's wets? I think it's going to be too long before it's wets. I honestly do not know what to do in this game. Because last game, it was like impossible to transition straight to the wets. But this game, it could be different. It could be, you're immediately on the wets. At least we've pulled the gap to Logie Sarge. But now I don't know what to do. I don't know, do we immediately go into the wets? Or do we go inter? I feel it says 4 minutes, but it... Scott earlier says look at the track details. That looks incredibly wet. I wish there was a graph to see how wet that was, but that looks like rapidly wet. Surely it is wet. Like 0.4 is when it is wet, but where is that on the thing? Where is 0.4 here on the graph? We do not know. Do not know what the right strategy is here, lads. Anyone have any ideas what we go to? Do we go inter first or wet?
Feedback on
Because
tires,
I
Michigan.
do not know. I think the next lap is going to have to be the decision lap.
Rain is coming.
Because we could go inters and then it'd be just downpour, immediately wet. But every time we try and guess it, it normally does not go our way. We kind of need the runners ahead of us to make the decision. So what is Leclerc going to do? I think Leclerc went past the pit entry. Hamilton's in. Hamilton's the first in. He's gone straight to wets. But I don't know. I think in that scenario it must be wets then, but normally the wets take forever to warm up, but I guess Schumacher is our lead driver here, so let's go wet and hope.
And we'll box now, box now. Copy for box.
Says 2 minutes away,
Oh,
the wet.
conditions out there.
Still thinking, do we stay out another lap of poor chair? Or what? Surely not. Surely not. Yeah. I think wet as well for poor chair. But we need to absolutely back off of them. Meanwhile, we need to deploy with Schumacher so that we can just pull the biggest gap possible so there's no double stack here. Where did I finish yesterday? Oh, I finished like P8. I crashed so many times that race.
Box.
I actually want to cry. Still thinking about it. Do. Is it the wets though? Everyone's going on the wets, so it must be wet. But has us staying out an extra lap helped? We will find out. Yeah, my mind is gone as well. Just couldn't have gone worse. Well, anyway, we've pulled a big enough gap. Poor chair has backed off a little bit to give us self some leeway to get this stop done. I feel like we're still going to be held up slightly. Let's see how this goes. Mix in. Blah 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 blah. Yeah. Held up. Hulkenberg's probably going to get out ahead of us there, having a slow stop. And we've done it. But Hamilton's right there. Where are we? And Schumacher's out ahead of Hamilton. Interesting. And then Hamilton blows right by us. Nothing we can do.
Alonso ahead.
Absolutely nothing we can do.
Okay, watch Hamilton.
And now, chat, we're at that stage now where it's literally hope for a crash. That's it. We have nothing else to race for now. We just do not have the pace of the other drivers. It's literally hope for a crash. No DRS to help. Dunno. We need an absolute calamity to happen.
Hulkenberg 4 behind.
Why is it still going up? Oh. I forgot we're not even in the wet yet. We're actually not even in wet conditions yet. I did forget that. Is everyone going for wets? Yes, everyone is going for wets. And I forgot that we're not supposed to push this early on the wets because it's not wet conditions yet, because it's still 2 millimeters of water, not 4. So we may have destroyed our tires immediately just because I forgot that was a thing. Love it. Love it, lads. Absolutely love it. Couldn't make me happier. Oh, may as well back off on fuel now because we're just conserving everything, so may as well. Yep, tires severely overheating because we forgot to manage them better. The only benefit is that Hamilton's will be severely more screwed up than ours, but that's about it, really. And we've still got a bit to go before it is wet. Just need to make sure that Hulkenberg doesn't catch us. That is it, really. Because if Hulkenberg catches us, then I will start crying on stream. That is truly the last straw. Where are our tires? Our tires are okay. Track is now wet, so our tires should come into the window now. And now we're 6 seconds back from Hamilton, and same story as always, the top 12 cars are way too quick for us, which basically means the only way we can get points is if 3 cars inside the top 12 crash. But then we're still quicker than the rest of these cars. This is just where our car is. It's just a bit stupid if you ask me. Anyway, I guess we can go balanced on fuel because in the wet normally it comes down anyway. But wow. Maybe if everyone stays out on the wets and then we time the inters perfectly, I don't know. But currently we're just kind of here for the rest of the race. Hulkenberg's actually closing to Pourchaire. Oh, because the tire temps have went way down.
Let's try to take opportunity.
Didn't expect that. Now I'm confused as to what the tires do. I've never seen them drop like that in the wet. Normally they just kind of stay where they are. Maybe because it's so wet? Now, as it dries, the temp comes down.
Just keep looking after your tires.
Copy.
And you can pick up the pace.
And we're almost already down on fuel already.
No more lifting coast.
Every time I think we're like getting closer to Hamilton, and then I realize, oh wait, that's just Pourchaire and Hulkenberg, and we're actually getting further away from Hamilton consistently. So that's fan-dabby-dozy if you ask me. We're 11 seconds off Hamilton, and we're still a mile away from the points.
Let's use it all.
Copy. And keep going with the lift off. You're doing very good job. Keep going with the lift off.
How? What? Well, as it's the wet and there's no DRS, you physically just have to hold on for dear life. But what even happened? We were like 4 seconds up on Hulkenberg. What happened? We were genuinely... Max is a 7-time champion, you're safe. Incredible.
We don't need lift off.
I wouldn't doubt that he could do it.
Keep it clean.
But I don't even know what happened, Pourchaire, where he's now lost so much time. But yeah, AJ, we're still in our first season. I've not had a lot of time to play this game, unfortunately. So, Unfortunately, we're only
I'm really sorry, we need
in
a bit
Canada
of
in our
lift before you
first
come.
season.
Okay.
"15 seconds off Hamilton's. 18 seconds off Hamilton. Jesus Christ. 18 seconds off Hamilton. Our car, it's physically impossible to get points in. Alright. Interweather soon.
Update on tires, please.
Interweather soon, lads.
Like a couple laps or sooner than that?
Copy.
So, it's basically the wettest it will
get
be,
ready.
and it'll just progressively get drier and drier. It will end on inters, but you know,
Struggle a bit with front looking, guys.
we're chair locked up. That's
Keep the
not
head
good.
on.
Just
Now,
do
we're
not let
watching the
Hulk
action
Hulk
closely
through.
Here. Everything's all right here. Very heavy on the brakes, and hopefully there's not too much damage to the tires.
I mean, at least he remembered how to rejoin. Normally they forget how to rejoin, which is scarier. But yeah, we'll not cook the tires now that the wet weather's coming down, but... Oh, actually we will
Okay,
cook the
maximum
tires.
focus on cooling down those rear tires.
We will absolutely cook the tires because
Let's go for it.
it will be inters soon.
Let's lift off, please.
We'll go to high fuel now.
Copy.
I think Schumacher will go inters first, but Porcher, I think we'll try and see if he can do another lap.
Box now.
Unless
Copy for box.
it's getting
Okay, yeah, we'll go for
dry
the inter, we'll go
really
for the
rapidly,
inter.
which it is, yeah. It actually is getting really rapidly dry. So we'll box them the same lap. And also there's a big enough gap between them anyway, so...
Copy.
Inters.
Box, box.
Maybe we can get points if the inters are like dramatically quicker than the wets and everyone else is like, no, we're staying out in the wets actually.
Copy box.
But I don't think that's going to be the case.
We go to Inter.
Schumacher
Now,
to
what
pit stop
happened
issue.
there, Karun?
Please don't tell me he still somehow held up poor chair who was nowhere near him.
They can't get the tire off.
Not a horrendous stop. Do you think if Kick says pretty please,
Okay, you're
they
currently P14.
give him P1? I don't even know what that means, to be honest. Anyway,
Gap is 4.4.
out onto the track we go to heat up these inters.
13 laps to go, 13.
And we're 32 seconds off Hamilton.
Okay, we can push. And try to cool down the
Poor
tires
chair.
while you can rear it slightly coming up.
How have you lost it to Hulkenberg? What the fuck has happened?
Copy.
What has actually happened? Welcome in, Shrews. How'd your league race go? Us in the Bugatti F1 team have fallen apart. We are on the ropes. I mean, may as well go for broke at this point. But Shrews, how did you get on your league race? Where were you doing your race? And how'd it go? Yay, poor chair. He's going for the move, and it's P14. Absolutely, since your message was blocked. I have no idea why that would be, Shrews. I have no blocked words on TikTok. TikTok just blocks stuff for whatever reason. They blocked a video of mine from like 5 days ago, and they never told me why. And I was like, can you at least tell me what I did wrong so I can not do that again? And they were like, no, we're not gonna say. So a fun 5-lapper at the end. Meanwhile, we are absolutely P13 and 14 merchants here over in Bugatti F1. We wish we could get a P4. It just doesn't look any way possible at all.
We will not need liftoff.
Copy.
So we still in the rhythm now.
Copy, copy.
You've got everything, press on hold available.
Copy.
More lifting coast, please.
Okay.
There's 4 laps left.
Understood.
Yeah, it's Jover. It is Jover.
Keep up the liftoff. You're doing a very good job.
Copy.
We think the rain will stop in a few minutes.
Copy.
It does not matter.
Copy.
Welcome in, Ellis. How's
Okay,
things? Safety
Okay.
car's back in action. I was Scott Parker's the manager, Burnley. Did not know that.
Copy.
Safety car came out at the end. It was like a 2-lap race.
Okay, more
I don't know if I
lifting
like
coast,
those or I
please.
hate those. Normally I do shit in those, to be honest.
Yeah, copy.
Normally those do not go my way, Shrews, to be honest.
Oh, we can cancel liftoff.
Copy, copy.
It would be really great now if there was a 3-person crash here.
Copy.
If any of you want to volunteer, that'd be great. Like if all 4 of these cars here could crash, with whatever the fuck's going on here, if everyone here could crash, that'd be
We
great.
don't have enough battery.
Copy.
Two to go.
Watching, we're going to watch Mission to Burnley. What's that?
Add lifting coast in turn 1.
I don't even know what that is. Anywho, let's
We need
just
a
skip to
little
the
bit more
end
liftoff if
here
you can,
because
please.
it's
We need a little bit more.
Jover. Science is 1. Meanwhile,
Checkered flag.
P13 and 14
Okay, we
again,
take the
despite
flag.
starting P2 and P11.
Okay, so
It doesn't matter where we start at all.
As always, there will be lots to talk about.
There's nothing to talk about. The game is just shit, to be honest. It's just incredibly unbalanced.
stop a ferry bridge.
Whoa, we've got more front wings. It's a series about Burnley. I didn't know Burnley had a series. Interesting. Next is Barcelona, and I mean, it's just going to go the exact same way, isn't it? Like, I mean, nothing will change. Nothing changes if nothing changes, you know? Anywho, got a new rear wing in. Some drivers scouted. Manufacturing of the chassis, I guess. When is Barcelona? In 7 days? I feel like we should have both suspensions by then. Not even both suspensions, both side pods by then. Very unhappy, very unhappy, very unhappy. Everyone absolutely hates their life at Bugatti. My question is, for the developers of the game, what are they expecting for a new team on the grid? We're literally P13 and 14 every race now. What more can we actually do? I genuinely don't know. Well, before Barcelona, maybe the first race where we're like comfortably good on parts, because we can make 2... Never mind, we can't. We're in the middle of making more side pods. We can make another side pod, I think. HR period soon. Soon? Have we not got new designs coming in? Must have missed that part where we have no designs coming in. And we've all the ATR still left over and we've not used it. Must have missed that one. Well, may as well just fire it all in one thing. Well, chassis... Actually, could be... chassis is doable. Chassis is definitely doable. Surely the front wing would have an impact on DRS's effectiveness. You know? Which currently is our biggest weakness. Surely, if we got a better front wing, we'd be easier in the DRS. It would do something. Drag reduction. That's pretty good, but it doesn't do anything to the DRS effectiveness in the side pods, which doesn't make any sense to me. It's probably the rear wing that has all of the DRS effectiveness, yeah. It's chassis and rear wing. We may have to we may have to put everything into DRS effectiveness just so that we get maximum, because, yeah. 18% more, and then if we can make our car not as bad in all the corners, that'd be great. It's not really doing what is intended here, to be honest. How do I get it? Oh yeah, minimum lifespan all the way down. There we are. That's what I was missing. That's good there, although we need our dirty air tolerance to be up a bit as well. Yeah. That's like perfect right there. And our car is 16% better in the DRS. Right, let's compare that with other teams. Where that means our DRS effectiveness would be at 50%. What is other teams saying? What are other teams saying about the DRS effectiveness? And rear wing is something we can manufacture quickly as well. What are we saying, blood? What are we saying, Blood? Because that'll make us so much quicker in qualifying and in the race if we're able to hold on. What are they saying? Car analysis. Ferrari, theirs is in the 50s. McLaren, theirs is in the 50s. Theirs is in the 60s. Theirs is in the 40s. 41. Yeah. I can see DRS effectiveness. We are comfortably worsened, but this rear wing upgrade would give us much better. Ferrari, they're better in us in absolutely everything. McLaren, yeah, absolutely everything. Just everywhere. Red Bull, by a mile or quicker, like so much quicker. This is just good to get some data, you know, get some information as to why we struggle so much against these bigger teams. I think the DRS effectiveness will be a big improvement. Our car is just genuinely better than Alpine, which just shows you how bad Alpine are. You know, there's just not much more to it. Haas, our car's better than Haas, but Haas are actually not that far off us. Haas are probably our closest rivals. So, the fact that we're somewhat near Haas. Alright, I'll see you later. Ellis, I've got to make a quick toilet break anyway. But anyway, for those of you watching, I'll be back in just a second. Uno momento. And we're back. Okay. So, just having a look at our next upgrade. The DRS being improved, I think, will help us a lot in quali. But realistically, we need to be getting up to Aston and RB. So, like, we're not as far off as Aston as or even RB as I thought. Maybe if we do a rear wing and a front wing upgrade, we could catch RB, which they are who we're trying to get to, because once we get to RB, literally we just need one out of the top 5 teams to not finish. We just need one DNF. If we can get better than RB, that is all it comes down to. So, think we've got to upgrade our front wing and rear wing. But annoying how long this is taking because we forgot to do it, basically. We completely forgot to do it. Let's have a look at the underfloor, what the underfloor gives us. Welcome in, Sean. You missed a dramatic Canadian qualifying that was unfortunately... our hype was dulled by the end of it, unfortunately. Underfloor, big on cornering, but... don't know. Don't know. And suspension. Look at it as well. Let's see what it does. Suspension does absolutely nothing. Yeah. So I'm thinking basically everything into the rear wing and then whatever else we can get away with into the front wing. Because we need max. That's like the max we can get. Yep. Yeah. And then we've got to chuck everyone at it. And we're out of funds. Can we take out a loan? Can we contact our local loan shark? Can we do that? Right. 5.5 and 90. Why do we not have the money? We've 500k, that's why. Why? Right. They're both 1.8. That's actually heartbreaking. We need our sponsor plan to come in clutch and give us money. I don't know. We need money. Now, it says our projected balance is minus 97 million, which doesn't make any sense, to be honest. Cost cap remaining is 34 mil. I swear the cost cap on this game is just way more confusing than it used to be. It used to have your projection at like... way more explainable. This does not look good. I think I can tell why everyone's unhappy. We are almost minus 100 million in the red, apparently. Don't know how that works. Can we figure out at least how the bloody cost cap works? Well, we've moved up to 8th in the standings. We should be P7 in a matter of time, and then RB is what we have to aim for next, but don't know if we're gonna get there. I mean, that's our budget, which is fine, but cost cap? What is the projection of the cost cap at the end of the season? Because if it's minus 94 million of the cost cap, then that makes no sense. I doubt we've spent minus 94 million on car part development when our car is still shit. We probably spent about 20 million at the most on car part development. Sean, do you know what the fuck this means? Like, because this seems like a complete glitch to me. That we spent 94 million on car part development, which we just have not done. At all. Facilities, yes. The rest of the stuff makes sense. 94 million on car part. We just didn't do that, simply. We may have done that now that I think about it. Because the designs, yeah, 18 and then the manufacturing costs, yeah, we may have done that. We may have done that. Do we get our money? Give me my money. How screwed are we, Sean? And we've got designs coming in. Is that actually our designs? Do we have these preemptively designed? Let me know. Nope, that's just our manufacturing. Okay. So, it's at 25%, Sean. That sounds really bad because we're not even in Belgium yet, and it's at 25%. I have done no research at all. But yeah, we're gonna keep improving the car because that's all we know how to do. Yeah, that's like basically. So Sean, how screwed am I? Let me know. Does anyone else know how screwed I am? Because I do not have a clue. I think if it gets down to it, we may just mod it so that I'm not actually that screwed. Because it's just not. It's quite confusing. I don't really know what I'm actually supposed to be doing. Okay. Let us do another suspension, which we have no funds for. Great to see. Good to see, lads. Good to see. Good to see. Yeah. What? Yeah, we've acknowledged that our manufacturing has been delayed a fucking week because of a fire. So you know what? We need money, so we're gonna do literally all of the expensive ones. Because we need money. Or does it just, it gets up to a threshold and then the money stops? Okay. Let us just then do... What is it? Spain? Dunno. Let's put the fucking... This dude... We don't care about his mentality because we want to kind of him gone, to be honest. Yeah, Spain's next. We need our engineers, mate. Silly effectiveness, no. No. I mean, we don't really care about that, to be honest. Sure. Sure. What does this do? Yeah, if we can help our drivers, that's the best we can do. Well, maybe if we can do Nah. 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 We don't want to do it. Yeah. That's the best we can do. Well. Sean, if we truly are screwed on the cost cap, the only way I can think to do is just to mod it, which I don't really know how to do, to be honest. And just, like, fudge the numbers until we figure out what actually we're supposed to be doing, because... don't know, to be honest. Currently, every member of staff and every, what you call them... oh, apparently Schumacher does want to negotiate. He kind of didn't like us for a bit. Let's try and renew Schumacher's contract then. Next season, we don't want to pay any more money. That would suck. He's currently on 3-7. 2 seasons, sure. How does that sound, Mick? I'm pretty sure I give him loads of time to think about that. Which I didn't mean to do, but... here. Now he can. But yep, Sean, currently our car is just P13 and 14, and that's it.
Thank you for joining us for the Spanish Grand Prix.
Unless we have
here in
some
Barcelona.
biblical scenes like we have seen in Spain before, we will be P13 and 14 again. That's it, really. Even if qualifying goes away, because qualifying went away in Canada, and it didn't matter. It did not matter. We just couldn't do anything.
We'll practice.
It's Spain. It's just, you know what? I actually think we might just save our good engine parts until we actually get upgrades. That might be what we have to do. Is we wait for the upgrades to come in, because we're not getting points anyway. So we have thoroughly established that at this point, that we are not getting any points in the current car. Maybe after upgrades it'll change, but until then, nothing's gonna happen.
Fuck is green, fuck is green.
Fuck is green, fuck is green. Please don't block her lap. Please don't block her lap. Please don't block her lap. Schumacher. Out of the way, Haas. Lovely. And out of the way, Haas again. Lovely. Now there's an Alpine. It may give us a little bit of a tow through the final couple of minutes. See, Mick crosses the line and goes there. 2 seconds off Verstappen, as always. So, yep. 3,
Okay, and we will
Did you see
box
the
now,
latest
box,
rumors
just
about
watch the
Adrian
FIA
Newey
weighbridge
asking
lights,
3-year,
watch the
100 million?
weighbridge lights.
I have not heard that, Sean, no. I did not hear that. I heard loads of rumors about Aston. I did not hear it was 100 million over 3 years. To be honest, that's a bit mental if that is the case.
We've got a yellow flag here.
Now the Haas seems to be quicker than us. What is going on,
We've
lads?
got Ricardo here in a spot of bother.
Crash
Here
in
we go,
quali.
heading into
Why did they
turn
never
one.
happen in the race? Is the real
Pushing a
question.
bit too hard at this point. And you can see how the cars come together. And thankfully,
Damn.
after that, it seems the drivers are okay.
Wow. If I were new, I would absolutely take it, Sean, because you never know. At Aston, he could be found out to be not actually having as big of an impact as everyone thinks he's having. You know what I mean? But at that point, he already has the contract, so he's already got the money. You know? Alright. Pretty sure we got a clear run here. If we're not through Q1, I will be very disappointed. Wow. Mick has been out-qualified by 4 thousandths by an Alpine. Explain that one to me. Explain that one. We're never gonna get points.
Stay close to the reference.
I feel like Porcher's lap really was not that bad. Aston Martin and Lawrence Stroll is willing to let New do what he wants. They don't want to give him his money because they're white. He could take it. Interesting. Muy interesante, I must say, Sean. Muy interesante. Yeah, Porcher's lap on used inters was very good.
Possible P7.
Did he improve? No, he went a second slower, because of course he did. He he's unused, so Verstappen will get us, and Russell will get us, and Alonso will get us, and Ricciardo will get us. But, here. Not a bad showing from the lad, you know. Sean, what do you think? I think he's going to Aston. I think he will take the big bag of money. Their CEO got away. It's always the CEOs who don't know what the fuck's going on. The CEOs don't know that having Adrian now could transform Ferrari. Well, can we get another Q3 run? Eye on the first sector here because purple? What? Huh?
Now this was the 7th corner. Oh, and they need to be watching those track limits.
Struggle a bit with front looking, guys.
Yellow, where you are?
Copy.
Wonder who caused the fucking yellow, lads.
Drop the pace now, please.
Copy.
You're good to push. You can use overtake if you
Purple
need.
first, and then Fortier goes and does that. Absolutely fucking heartbreaking. Yeah, Sean, you've mentioned Mike Elliott before. We really were not that far off. I think we could have made Q3. I really think we could have made Q3 if he hadn't bottled the lap, but oh well. That purple Q1, and that was a genuine purple Q1. Heartbreaking. What even is that? This is such a weird strategy. Let's try something else. Do we have another set of mediums? No, we do not. I just feel like that'll be quicker. I feel like 3 stopping it is the way to go. Yeah, it does say it is quicker. And I also just think with traffic as well, it should be quicker. But here we're not going to get points anyway, so it doesn't really matter at this point. We may as well just fly through all these rounds and see what happens.
Well, it's great to have you with us, folks, as we settle in for the weekend's Grand Prix action. Now, this could be an important race for Pierre Gasly. One of the oldest races on the Formula One calendar. This is the Spanish Grand Prix. And it's lights out, and away we go.
Yeah, Sean, once I heard Sainz went to Williams, I was like, there's no way.
See what you can do.
There's no way Aunt Nellie's not going to Mercedes. I probably should have put a bet on, to be honest. Because I think Aunt Nellie's like nailed on to go to Mercedes. What the fuck's Schumacher doing? He was like P18 or P17, now he's P20. You might be right there, Sean.
Very good.
Ricardo was the outlier here.
We just keep the head down and we do as best as we can, okay?
Oh
DRS enabled.
yeah. I did kinda hear it, Sean.
Stroll in front.
What is the rumor? Because I don't fully know. Is it that they're gonna buy out Renault and Mazepin is gonna return? The absolute GOAT is gonna return. Is Porcher cooking?
No more liftoff required.
Copy that.
I think Porcher might be cooking.
No dramas.
Copy that.
That was strange. Like back out not so much time.
We don't need to take any risk.
Copy.
Yeah, but Sean, imagine the memes. Imagine the memes of Mazepin returning. Gasly and Mazepin. What a team that would be. Absolutely heroic team right there.
Charge on.
Recharge on, recharge on. Gasly will be like, I went from Yuki to Ocon, and when I went from Yuki to Ocon, I didn't think it could go any worse. But it can. It can.
Copy.
Cool. Rear left if you can at all.
Copy.
I give the huckster the position, because then we can just recharge on, recharge on. Sorry mate, what the fuck is that from the RB right there? I might have to get K-Mag here soon. And what is poor Chair doing? He's lost. What is he actually doing? Are we gonna get a fucking replay of that shit?
Now we're at turn 11 now. Can they squeeze by?
What is he doing? What is he actually doing? Fucking knob. Magnussen just out-drag us even though he didn't have DRS. Explain that one to me. And Porcher's just lost out to Albon. Or to Ocon and fucking Bottas on all the same straight as well. So Porcher's randomly cooking up an absolute fucking... He's burnt whatever he was cooking, to be honest. How's Mick behind Gasly? What the fuck happened? I'm actually baffled. I don't know what's happening. I feel like I'm watching it, but I don't even see what's happening. Yeah, I feel like Doohan does deserve a seat. And if Mazepin took it off him, he would be not pleased. And I wouldn't blame him. Jesus, Schumacher's doing horrifically this race. And so is Pourchaire. Pourchaire was looking like he could be near the points. And then, dunno. Oh, and then he's lost it to Gasly. Wow, impressive. Really impressive. Somehow both Alpines have gone from being considerably worse than us to now better in Spain. Explain that one to me. Yep, Shrews. This has been our worst race in a while. I feel like all the drivers have gotten their upgrades, meanwhile we do not. We do not have our upgrades. And Mick is not even in the DRS, is that right? Yeah, Mick's not in the DRS. Fan-dabby-doozy, that's what I say. Absolutely fantastic. Yeah, I don't see Mazepin being welcomed back with open arms, to be honest. Well, Jesus, Schumacher is just shit this race all of a sudden. Both of our drivers are just shit this race. Probably is our car, which we're so in debt on, but like, what can we do? We're in so much debt on this car, and yet it's shite. What are we actually supposed to do?
We'll catch these guys.
Yeah, Magnussen's somehow already cooked those tires already.
Doing great. Next is Sargent.
Charge on.
A recharge on. They're somehow side by side, even though blood is harvesting.
Charge off.
Explain that to me to know what is happening, to be honest.
Okay, head down, no problem. 2.5 ahead.
Yeah, let's try and see if we can get past both of these, because they're just wasting
try
our
to clear
time.
them as quick as we
I
can.
think our tires are much better now.
Overtake available. Keep the pressure on.
Please, go to the inside, go to the inside, go to the inside. No, you're bottling yourself up, go to the inside. Yeah, there we are. There we are. There we are. Watcher actually did something
Sorry, we
intelligent
need a
this
bit
race.
more lift
Crazy
off where you
decision.
can.
Crazy decision
Okay,
making
good
from
job.
Watcher there.
Okay, currently P17. Ahead of us is Sargent.
Sargent.
On update on tires when you can.
Update on tires. Update on tires. Alright, Watcher, let's push a bit
And
now.
let's give Sargent a fight. Your race is now.
Shouldn't even need to use ERS, just use that lovely slipstream with ERS. Clear 'em.
No more lifting coast.
And it's Bottas next. Which we should get cleanly past as well.
Lifting coast is good.
We stay in the rhythm.
Feel the rhythm, feel the rhyme.
Reminder a little
I
bit
think
of
we just
lift
need
off where you can.
we just need to coast up to the back, and we can let him come to us. Mick as well just needs to manage his tires at this point, because we've got to stretch the hards on the softs. Otherwise, we may have to consider doing the 4-stop, which I think Mick has to start thinking about at this point. Porcher looks to me like he can pull off the let's see, is that quicker? 1 stop's 4 seconds quicker. Alright. Let us stay on that strategy then if it's that much quicker. Also, track position helps as well. Bottas has pushed to get up rock on, but he's destroyed those tires in doing so, we don't really need to worry about that, to be honest.
Sargent DRS now. Charge on.
Charge on.
Charge off.
And charge off.
We focus on the cars ahead now.
Please do not let Sergeant through. Alright, that is awful what you've just done. You've let Sergeant through even though his tires are fucking dead. What are you doing?
Okay, head down. We keep focusing.
Now we need Porcher to just use his tire just to escape. Which is fucking stupid of him.
On click overtake, please. Now we focus on clean laps.
Don't know how he let Sergeant even stay with him in the first place. Don't know, to be honest. Just
Give us a bit more lift off, please.
Porcher things. Schumacher should be catching Sergeant at this rate, like. Meanwhile, you haven't even caught Bottas yet. Never mind Hulkenberg.
Charge on.
Bottas comes in. Sergeant comes in. And I think we still need to try and extend this stint as long as possible. We don't even need to push to the end, just need to extend these tires as long as they'll go. Because we are trying to make the 2-stop work.
Charge off. Charge off.
Let's look after this tire.
Mick's doing okay. He was struggling at the start, but I think he's doing better now.
Doing good on tire temps.
Yeah, copy.
Manage your tires.
Manage the tire, manage the tire. I think
ready.
we have to go in this lap with Mick. Where is Mick? Turn him in straight now, yeah. This lap with Mick.
Let's catch him. We'll box now, box.
Let's pit box now.
And then another
Charge
lap
off.
for Porcher. Oh, Ricciardo went off. That's big for our race. Because Ricciardo is one of the drivers that is basically ahead of us. Where's Mick? You know what? I think we'll double stack because we can. We have that luxury. Plus Porcher's tires, I don't think we're going to last another lap, so he needs to come in.
Pit lane.
Pit lane. As long as we don't have a option stop, we should be okay. Yes, what a stop, lads.
Track will be clear.
That's how you do it, lads. Beautiful double stack. Could we have timed it more perfectly? I don't think so. I do not think so. Unbelievable scenes, Jeff. Unbelievable scenes.
In front of us.
Schumacher already behind the Ferrari. And when we talk about already behind him, already a lap behind him. Squeaky clean, absolutely. Shrews, you get it.
Push now the tires.
Hamlin, I would really love if you got out of the way so I could see
Use
what the gaps
tire
were.
now, use it up.
We're gonna skip on for a bit because we just need to get our tires up to temp and
Behind
then
you, Joe. Gap is 4.4.
we can back off
Charge
with
on.
them.
Need to drop the pace.
So we do need to stretch these tires until the sauce.
Okay for charge off.
To catch Gasly, gotta keep an eye on that. Cannot spend any time in traffic. So once we catch cars, we have to just bypass them immediately. And I think Pocher's getting in that territory now. Have to give it everything, I think,
Let's try to
to
get
get past Gasly. Because his
overtake
mediums
available.
are singing.
This is your race now.
Not only do we need to get past him, we need to
Let's not
clear him
risk
so
it.
that he's not biting at our ankles as well. So we need to dump the battery to escape Gasly.
Charge on. On a bit of lift off, you can, it will help you.
Let's go back on the harvest.
Charge
Regain
on.
that battery. Although Gasly's close up to us a bit
We can do
because
charge off now.
I think we've had to let another lap car through. So keep an eye on that. Who are the lap cars near us? All of the leaders, so let's pull a gap to Gasly.
We are good to push.
Because once we let the lap cars through, we will be struggling, I'm sure.
Okay, use it all now, Mick.
Copy.
After 6 seconds, it should be
I want
okay.
to see good management.
We need to back off.
Copy.
Gasly's now in. Oh, Albon's here. What strategies he's on? Oh, he's doing the multi-stop. The multi-21 step set.
Okay for charge off now.
No point us really battling Albon at this stage. Just trying to make our soft stint, which is still a good mile away. A very long way away before we get to that. Probably pushed a bit too much so far. What's Ocon doing? Ocon's got a different strategy than us. Yeah. If Ocon comes through, that's okay.
Keep digging. Okay, Sergeant behind.
And if we can just actually stay with Ocon for a bit, that'll help our pace.
Try to do some lift and coast. try and close the gap.
Just manage your tires, please.
Okay, copy.
Come on, Mick. Doing lovely. Doing lovely.
Okay, back off.
Copy.
Absolutely lovely. What, Liam? What? Rinsel's Drinker. What does that mean?
Ocon 0.5. It's okay.
What a move. Don't know why Schumacher did that, but what a move.
Great job on that. We're currently
Just
P16.
absolutely yeeted it around the
Gap
outside
ahead
of
is
Ocon.
1.4.
We still have loads of this stint to go, so I don't really know why we're even battling, to be honest. We're just kind of now helping Ocon with a bit of DRS, I assume. Mick seems to be holding on to him.
You can reduce lift off.
Something's happened. Something. Joe locked up.
We need a
Crazy.
little bit more lift off, please.
I was crazy once.
Keep the head down.
Now, hopefully us following Ocon can heat our tyres for port check, because I still want to be on light tyre management. I even want to be on conserve with him at this point, because we may not make that soft run. Porcher was good on his first stint managing, but now the hards, it seems to be a bit... Ich benign. Maybe if we go light and then down the main street conserve, that's about it, really. A little bit. Schumacher conserve, he's following Porcher pretty closely. Porcher's now out of the DRS of Ocon, not much more we can do. Yellow flag.
Yeah, I did a small mistake now.
You focus on.
Let's see what happened there. Now here we are at the final corner. Oh no! Why'd they go? Perhaps a little...
What is blood doing?
Need to drop the pace.
Copy.
What is blood doing?
Okay, we're still okay. So watch for Sergeant
I
behind.
have to get so much
15
life
don't
left
need
of
it, no
these
lift and
tires.
coast.
We don't need lift off.
I don't know how we're gonna pull this off, to be honest. Conserving while like pushing, but
Okay, and let's do a
Dunno.
small lift off.
don't know.
More lift and coast, please.
Doesn't look like it's me doable. Alright, Porcher has to come in this lap. Literally cannot do anything else. Has to come in. I set the board budget to 50, I think. Sean, which I think was the wrong idea. I was just
Digital
trying to
tire
give
out.
myself like a challenge, but I feel like 50 is just way too low.
Keep pushing.
Pit lane.
Love this camera angle, lads. Brilliant. Yeah, what is Porcher gonna do? Yeah, he's gonna have to conserve that soft run if he wants to make it. Which, once he gets to the tire temp, we're gonna have to basically conserve. He has now, so it's now in conserve mode for Porcher the rest of the race, basically.
Take it easy.
He's Gasly behind on the hard, so not really a worry at this point.
How is the tire deg? How's the tire?
Tried to stretch
Yeah,
as
these
long as
tires aren't
possible with
holding a punch.
Schumacher.
Okay, understood.
I think we did. What is the board target? I haven't. I'll check after the race, Sean. I'll check after the race what it is. Now we're battling
They'll be
Ocon
very
despite
close to
us
us at the pit
wanting
exit, so we'll be
to
racing at
conserve
the
the
pit exit.
tires. It's gonna be kind of hard to do.
You're doing a very good job. Okay, currently P17. Ahead of us is Sargent.
Porcher ahead of Ocon. Don't know how long for though, because we're gonna need to
To Gasly.
do
Gasly
something like
ahead.
that. Dunno.
You have Joe behind. 20 laps to go.
But Porcher, I mean, still
Good job,
pulling a
Nick.
gap to Ocon, so. And
Gap
it seems Mick
3.4.
can conserve. He can go light, whereas
Yeah, just go a bit
it seems
slower.
Porcher has to go
Copy.
complete conserving on the softs. Jesus, I thought Porcher was going to crash into him there.
We try to fight Hülkenberg another couple of laps.
Let's get that move done. And if you can
Overtake
let me
available.
press the right buttons, game. Try and get that move done as well.
Let's catch the guys ahead.
Allez, Vio, in your race now. Give it more lift off, please. Now we focus on the pace. Very good job.
Okay, more lifting coast, please.
Yellow flag.
And yellow there, yellow.
Sergeant spun. Is rejoined behind
Good job.
Porcher.
Okay, that's P14 now. Next car ahead is Albon.
Let's just keep the pressure on. Let's use that
What are we
gear.
doing? What are we doing? What are we doing?
Let's give it a go.
Right, here's the action
You
at turn
absolute
10.
fucking numpty.
And that's... Oh no, that's not quite...
What is he doing? And he's destroyed the tires. Annihilated
Yellow,
the
where you
tires.
are?
Copy.
What a bollocks. What a fucking bollocks. Absolute bollocks.
We're checking everything now.
What the
We
fuck?
have some small floor damage right hand side.
Now we can see what happened. Here we are down at turn 7. Oh, and the car locks up. And they'll need to be mindful of...
What are our drivers doing? Well, they're not making it to the end now because they're both bollockses and they've fucking destroyed the tires. Fucking hell. Have you ever seen just an absolute capitulation like it?
Okay, we will box now, box now.
You know what, actually, I think Porcher can still do it. He hasn't taken that much out of his tires. I think he can still conserve to the end. Schumacher had the box, whereas Porcher, I think, he can make it. But Jesus, what a bollocks.
Drop down the plates
Both
now.
of them just fucking, what are they doing? Like,
Copy, copy.
Schumacher has the box now. On to sauce.
Box now, big-
Porcher. Don't know what he's even hoping for at this point. Can't even get P18, which is what our goal is. For fucking the points. You know what? We're not gonna have the pace to catch them, so we may as well just hope for the tire deficit. So, Porcher has to go on that. And hope the tires are just too good. We apparently have floor damage, so that's good.
We will be ready.
$12 laps to go, 12 laps.
Box, box.
Copy, box, box.
Just gotta hope our tire deficit is humongous in order to catch Hulkenberg.
10 more laps.
Because we have to do it with both drivers. What's Schumacher up to? We're following a
Cool,
Ferrari.
rear left if you can at all.
Who's where?
Copy.
Thanks. He has an issue. That's just fine. We need to try and catch a car while we're behind a car with an issue.
How is the tire?
Can't take over up.
Come on, we
Close
can
up the
get
gap.
him here. If you're smart about it.
No more lifting coast.
Yes, Schumacher. Scenes. Absolute scenes. That is how you do it, right there.
And we keep an eye on the tire temperatures. We will keep an eye on tire temperatures.
And we can do the same with Bottas as well here. If we pull it off correctly. What are you doing, man? Just follow him through, you
5 laps to
bollocks.
go. Let's add the lifting coast back in.
Alright, poor chair. We may end up getting the
Overtake available.
Whatever the fuck
Overtake
called.
available.
the P18 bonus that we desperately need. What a send! Oh, and now why am I stuck?
Mode push, mode
Are we on the
push.
final lap? Or are we starting the final lap? I'm not quite sure.
Plenty of K1 available when you need it. Try to do some lifting coast and then focus on apex speed.
Well, at least this race we were not 13th and 14th, we're now 16th and 17th. Great
laps to go.
improvement, lads. Great improvement. We are really showing, you know, the grid, who's what's what, you know. Schumacher's tires are about to die. Great. Absolutely fan-dabby-dozy.
And keep going with the lift off. You're doing very good job. Keep going with the lift off.
We'll go to high fuel now. Mode push, mode push. Just start some lifting coast.
And keep an eye on the battery.
Checkered flag.
Okay, we take the flag.
Well,
Sergio Perez.
we probably could have got P14 and 15 if our drivers didn't fucking lock up randomly. Great. But here, lads, we're getting up there in the fastest pit stop. We're P10. We're P10. Oh, that was great for the fastest pit stops right there. 14 points that round. Absolute scenes. Absolute scenes. Well, we've Austria next. So we have to make an underfloor, 2 suspensions. Oh. Yeah. And 2 side pods. I think we're thoroughly cooked, chat, to be honest. Well, I'm more worried about our manufacturing at the moment. Sean, I don't know how much sprinting we'll be doing in this sprint weekend, to be honest. When does our upgrades come in? Jesus Christ, they don't come in until the fucking summer break. Just in time for the summer break, lads. Just right after Belgium, that's when they come in. That math ain't mathing to me because I literally said, it said 29 days for one of them. That math really ain't mathing to me, but... Right. Well, can't do fucking anything else, so...
Welcome along to the spectacular setting of Austria. Set in the Austrian mountains, the Red Bull Ring offers fantastic views and thrilling racing.
I actually had some
Originally
hope
built in 1970,
coming back
the
to
circuit
this
has been
save,
part of the
and
F1
then-
season in its current format since 2014.
In this round, the teams have 2 races to contend with both the sprint
Our car
and the
is
Grand Prix
nowhere.
offering the chance to bag the...
And not only is our car nowhere, but apparently we're in so much debt as well. Which makes no sense to me. How we can be so in debt and then have a car that is unusable. Oh, I don't want to mind something. I wanted to skip the practice.
Welcome along to the spectacular setting of Austria. Set in the Austrian mountains, the Red Bull Ring offers fantastic views and thrilling racing. Originally built in 1970, the circuit has been part of the F1 season in its current
Crofty, we're just kind of depressed at the moment, Crofty. If you didn't get the vibe of the room, we kind of all have depression.
Welcome everyone.
I mean, again, there's no point us even using good parts because what the fuck are we gonna do them? The car's just nowhere. We may as well save our good parts for whenever we've got the upgrades, but realistically, what are they gonna do?
Take it easy in your in-lap.
Copy.
Oops.
Magnussen ran wide, interesting. Why is qualifying so shit?
So currently P11.
Oh.
Watch your mirrors now, watch your mirrors. Track is clear, track is clear. Check your pass corner.
And we can go charge off, mode push.
What shows the lead driver is Alonso gonna block us. Who was kind of clearing Osso's traffic earlier. Oh. Please, get the fuck out of the way. Why have it in the game at all? Why have it in the game at all? What's the reason? Why have it in the game at all? There's no fucking reason it should be even in the game. Oh, but it happens in real life. In real life, they get penalties. You just don't have that fucking system set up, but you still have traffic. Why is it in the game? There's no fucking point. It's a waste of fucking time. Schumacher, who had 2 greens, doesn't improve because he's blocked by the Haas. Right.
Okay, should be green.
Eh? That's confusing. Alright. We're gonna wait for people to give us a tow, and then we're gonna go.
Red flag, red flag.
Here's the replay. Now we're watching the action closely here. There! That's the moment of impact. And the car leaving a bit of paint on that barrier. And they'll definitely be facing a few questions from the team after that. And clearly they're not what everyone in the garage would have wanted to see.
I'm just genuinely in disbelief. Just. Poor chair lost the car on his outlap. That's an impressive new high our team has reached. Our car absolutely demolished. Poor chair's gonna need a new car, which we don't have any money for. We don't have any money for. So, yeah.
Currently P2. Okay, press in button, box now.
Copy.
If you could stop, dear Lord. We're literally gonna have to buy a whole new car, and we literally don't have any money. So it basically
Copy,
the season's now gone, Sean. That's it. We're gonna be like every month we earn like 3 million, and we're gonna be like 15 million in debt after this. Do the math on that.
You're currently P11.
How has Mick gone green and gone slower? Oh, because it lied. Never mind. Well. I genuinely think, chat, after that crash from Port Chair, the save might be done.
We're back and the action...
Because he has completely demolished a car, as you can see. Have to emergency manufacture. Just 1.2 million. Literally, the game would not let me put on an old suspension. Only hards in this sprint.
Here in Austria, we're all ready to go for the sprint. And it's lights out, and away we go.
We need to push.
A lot of drivers run the mediums. It said the mediums weren't doable. Could we get points despite the devastating news that the save is probably over? Is this just like a laugh in our face moment? That we could somehow finesse points despite the save virtually being in the bin. I'm just letting poor Chair push because he's got a new engine and everything. May as well push. Yellow, big crash between Sonoda and Albon. That must be a safety car.
2 cars out, a lot of debris.
This would be a funny race to end on if we get points here in the sprint. Late send from the RB and Albon, both big contact for them. For Chair now, almost brushing tyres with Ocon. Mick now sending it on Ricciardo. This is actually properly hilarious if Mick pulls this off.
Did a good job, Mick. Currently P10.
We do need a little
5
bit of
seconds for
sector the
Sonoda,
front.
and you'd have to say that's deserved.
Copy, copy,
We're happy to stay where we are.
copy.
Okay, charge on.
As I think our hards can go to the end, I mean...
Charge off.
Yeah.
Can we get points with the medium runners who's going to be managing their mediums a lot more than us? Oh my god, Ricciardo has got so much speed. What the fuck? We've DRS and everything. Where'd he get all that power? Right. If we can hold on to Ricciardo, that'll be something, but Jesus Christ. That speed was unbelievable.
Just head down. Okay, on Zoo is next. Charge on.
Okay, charge on.
Are we going to the zoo
A bit
next,
more
did
lift
you
and
say?
coast, please.
Understood.
Come on, Schumacher, surely you can catch him. We have the DRS, he does not.
Charge off.
Copy.
Charge off.
I think that's the first ever time I've seen a driver with medium confidence in our team.
Good job. Our next one is Hulkenberg.
Hulkenberg. I mean, if we can stay with the medium runners, it'll give us less to do later on. Shoes got knock on as well, nice. Just going with DRS, which is good. Good going for you, Mick. Do we still have it? We do. We do still have the DRS. Ricciardo's got some sort of issue. Surely
Okay,
poor
maximum
Chair can
focus
just
on
use
pulling
that
out those rear tires.
amazing new engine that he has in the bank. Oh my god, Schumacher's opened the door to Stroll. That's a rip right there. That is a ripperoni.
It's okay. Yeah, Bottas behind.
And I guess we can have the push with Schumacher because there's nothing else in the cards. It's just
If you don't need it,
if
no
we can
lift and
stay
coast.
with these guys and then hope that their tires go off quicker than ours. Which at the end, the medium should be on a cliff.
Try to do some lift and coast.
That's kind of what we're doing with poor Chair.
Charge on. Charge
Hopefully if he
on.
manages his hards
Copy.
well enough, we'll just have immense pace at the end. Sean, I don't even want to think about Caterham.
Rear's
To be
getting
honest.
hot is the limitation now.
Yeah. Time to manage now.
Cool rear left if you can at all.
Charge off.
Because
Copy, copy.
Schumacher's not able to stay with them. Literally, it all comes down to do they burn their mediums. We need them all to burn their mediums. Basically. That's what we're hoping for. And where's Mick now? 4 seconds off the pack. We're getting our ERS back.
Do charge off.
Copy.
Just gotta make sure Hulkenberg and Sargent don't catch us with But I mean, are they really destroying those mediums that bad? Doesn't look like it. They don't really seem to be destroying the mediums like I was hoping.
Let's recharge a bit.
Copy.
Charge on.
So it'll be charge off.
Copy.
Reminder for charge off.
Well, Ricciardo's got some mechanical fault, but can we even catch him? Let's see. Yellow flag
Be at your safety
VSC.
car.
It's
Keep
just a
following the reference.
VSC,
Make sure you follow the reference.
which I guess
Copy.
can burn our air as we want to burn our fuel. And conserve our tires, but this is just going to really help the medium runners conserve their tires. Not going to help us at all.
Charge on.
Copy, copy.
Ricciardo did literally exactly what Porcher did in quali. In sprint quali.
Battery is full.
Copy.
And funnily enough, we're... How are we 19 seconds off? How's that happening?
We'll work on tires.
VSC ending.
Right, Porcher somehow ahead of Sargent and then somehow
it's
behind
enabled.
Sargent.
Charge off.
Yeah.
Another yellow flag. Hamilton ran wide. Crazy scenes. Schumacher's still 14 seconds off.
Good job. Ahead of you is Bottas, by the way.
You're right about that, Sean. There's not a lot we can even do to like...
3 laps to go,
We
mate.
can't even conceivably get points because we're 15 seconds off.
Overtake available. Now we focus on clean laps.
In a 24 lap
Push.
race.
Mode push.
Your race is now.
What the fuck's that, man? Just forced us off. Porcher, if you killed him, it would be really funny. But actually, he's just decided to go for a very good move instead. Which is equally amazing.
So we just have to get head down.
But whoa.
Take it easy.
Copy that.
Oh, there's another lap. Oh, I went a bit early. But anyway, it doesn't really matter. No one's near us anyway.
Max Verstappen
But
over the
P11
finish
and
line
12
to win the sprint.
in the sprint.
Copy.
Okay, we're out of the DRS.
Copy.
The thing is, though, Sean,
Checkered flag.
we've put ourselves now into like unrecoverable
Okay, we
debt
take the flag.
because of Porcher's crash.
And it's a finish outside the points in today's sprint.
We were operating on such a small budget, and now the budget that we did have is gone.
Welcome to qualifying.
But anyway, chat, I think I'm done for this evening. My energy is kind of gone after that, after witnessing that qualifying crash. We'll come back and assess the damage next time out. Sean, I don't even want to think about restarting the save because I wanted this save to succeed, so we will see. But anyway, I'm gonna find someone to raid on our way out. Thank you for the follow, Zach. If you're still in the stream, I must have missed your follow, but thank you, Zach. Must have not given me the noise for some reason. Anyway, we're gonna find someone to raid on our way out if we can. Let us go for... Who can we raid? I hate trying to raid people on F1 Manager this time because none of them speak English, and I'm like, I would like to talk to the person. Oh well, here's someone. Here is Suave. Remember that song? Remember that trending song?
Suave.
We'll rate him. But anyway, thank you all for watching. I've been WHF Earl. I'll be back sometime in the future. If you haven't followed yet, please do follow. And also make sure to follow Suave on your way over right now. But anyway, thank you all for watching. And goodbye. I don't know why, but Suave's F1 manager just looks more legit than mine. Anyway, thank you all for watching, and goodbye.